Welcome to part 1 of the Resident Evil 1.5 making of video series. In this part we'll take our first look at the translation process. The most important part of this process is of course to find and identify the text we want to translate. Without anything to translate, a translation project is kind of pointless. Resident Evil 1.5 stores some of its text in the main executable. Here you can find text such as the memory card text, item menus and the configuration screen. Nothing strange here, as it's quite common for video games to store system text in this way. Things like dialogue, on the other hand, are slightly more complicated. Resident Evil 1.5 stores all of its dialogue data as part of the event and room data, which is stored as individual files for each of the game's many rooms. Every room has two versions, one for Leon S. Kennedy and another one for Elsa Walker. Let's take a look at some before and after screens, comparing untranslated and translated text. This is the memory card screen. Please take note how the text in the translated screenshots does not use the same fixed width font as the original Japanese text did. We might take a closer look at the technicalities behind these font routine changes later, but for now let's just focus on a few more screenshots. This is the inventory screen. Note how there's plenty of space for displaying long item names and descriptions. And here's an in-game cutscene screen. Please note that the added name at the start of the line is just a placeholder to indicate which on-screen actor is currently talking. And to make life easier for our internal testing team, we decided to translate the debug menu as well. Surprised by how easy the implementation of the new text routine was, our lead engineer took it upon himself to add support for additional languages. So currently, Resident Evil 1.5 will support English, French, Italian, German and Spanish, and our tools enable us to do quick editing of all 5 languages simultaneously. Here's a scene some of you might remember from the Halloween trailer, where we publicly announced this project. Here we are using a simple debug feature that enables us to toggle language on the fly and make the game display the string in a different language every time we inspect the shutters. While nothing is decided yet, we are looking into the possibility of adding support for even more languages, along with back translating any additional and original content into Japanese. We hope you enjoyed watching this short making of feature. Currently we are planning to follow it up every now and then with a closer look at the restoration of incomplete content, creation of missing content, addition of new content, the tools utilized for this project, and another and more in-depth look at the translation process. Bleep! No one on the team is the least bit surprised to see that the world has not ended, and would like to wish you all a happy new year and hope you've all got your own ways of celebrating the many 15th anniversaries 2013 will mark for the Resident Evil franchise.